drums here. I'm wearing this hat in honor of the Chicago White Sox, who are now in first place in the Central Division. And if you think Moses parting the Red Sea was a miracle, this is a miracle upon miracles. They say it's one of the greatest comebacks in baseball history. Of course, the season isn't over yet, so being from Chicago, we're used to collapses. Anyway, that has nothing to do. This is my 59 White Sox hat, by the way. I was 9 years old, and that's how I got into baseball. My dad bought one of those Japanese transistor radios that were about that big with the little earpiece, and I kind of took it from him, and I listened to the White Sox that whole year, and I became a lifelong baseball fan after that. Anyway, let's get back to guitar. So, this video is there's so much to unpack here, and I'll probably do another one on it. This is about keeping a practice log. Look, I am so ADD, and I was one of the people that said, oh, you don't need this stuff. Come on, it's BS. And I'm one of those guys, okay? And the more I got into this, the more I realized, and without them knowing it, I'm going to give some credit to some of my real good friends that play guitar. One guy's a Marine, and he is so focused, the nicest guy in the world, but he taught me about focus and trying to learn little things. And he doesn't even know he did it, but I listened to him. I bet he doesn't even think I was listening, but believe me, I was listening. It just takes a little time to register. My other friend, he owns a real estate company, and this guy, he repeats the same thing over and over again. He's like one of those, you'd think Elon Musk had made this guy. He's like a robot, but boy, he's getting good because he keeps practicing the same thing, okay, before he goes on to something else. And it's interesting because this weekend I've got another friend, and he's he's a PhD in physics or something like that. He's just now retired. I think he was a programmer or something. Brilliant guy, much smarter than me. And I learned something from him. He actually does his practice logs on logic. And I was so scared of trying to learn that, and I'm going to try and learn it because what a great thing to do. And he actually keeps his logs by stuff he's playing every day, and he can go back and see what he's been doing. I just think that's such a great idea, and I'm going to learn it, and I really want to give him a shout out because I don't want to mention any names here, but they know who they are. Anyway, here are some ideas and again, I'll probably go through this again, and I'm refining it myself every day. In fact, I got so into this thing, I just bought this notebook. I'm left-handed, so it's kind of a cool notebook for those left-handers. You can write like this, and the spiral thing is on the other side, so it's easy to write. So I got a nice pencil, and I'm putting in, not only do I put in now what I have to learn for the day, but if there's things I find that I want to learn, I'll put that in. So I've got different areas. And then I try and write down. I haven't put down enough on how much time I'm spending on each category, but it's getting better and better. And I could come here a month from now and have a whole different method. You got to find your method. One thing about guitar playing is there's a lot of rules, and you got to learn those rules, but you got to take the rules and then make them your own, because this instrument gets the creativity out of you. But becoming creative is by being disciplined, because then you kind of know what to do a little bit. It just changed my whole learning trajectory, and I think I'm on the right path. Anyway, here's the problem. I consider YouTube one of the greatest things of all time. But if you just read the book or seen the movie Odysseus, it's kind of like the Song of the Sirens. You can sit on YouTube and find anything and everything about every guitar player, what method, blues, whatever you want, songs. You have 50 different guys teaching you the song the same way. And that's really good. And I get lost in it too. But the problem is you can become real unfocused and sit there and do 5, 10 different things in one day and learn nothing. And that goes on day by day and eventually you will get probably discouraged with the instrument. So, anyway, what you have to do is, the other thing that's real important is you've got to use a metronome, even if it's for a little bit every day. It's very good for you. I used to consider it discipline. Now I look at it as kind of a video game, trying to hit the note on the beep. It's kind of fun, actually. People that play guitar are nerds, right? So that's a nerdy thing, but that's the way it is. Anyway, it's really good. I find actually the hardest thing about the metronome is when you slow it down, because most people like me are impatient. So they're trying to play fast. They're trying to get through it. And you have to go slow and be patient. It teaches you patience, timing, space. And it'll help you. I mean, give it a chance. Again, another thing I didn't do. My kids, they know all about music. They told me to get the metronome out, learn little things. They told me all this stuff, but I wouldn't listen to them. I had to hit my head against the wall. And, guitar can be really daunting because there's so many different directions to go. And even today, I can be on a path and I'll start thinking, I'll have a bad practice and I'll get off the path. So that's normal, and just accept it, okay? And the notebook will help you, I'm telling you. And another thing, it'll help you, like if there's things you don't understand, you can write those down and go back and try and find out what they are. So you want to write down what you want to do for the day, what you did, what are your problems. Short. If you make it too long, you're never going to do it. So keep like bullet points and get a nice pen. I bought one of those Pentel Draftsman's pencils because I have the worst handwriting. I can't even read my own handwriting. So I figured if I bought that, it's like, I like to spend money anyway, waste money. But it's really good because it makes you take this. Oh my God, I'm looking at myself. My wife's going to kill me. I haven't shaved and she's just going to kill me. That's not good for my home life. No, I'm just kidding. She's great. Anyway, so I'm trying to think of what else. There's so many things. I'm going to get off this video and forget about everything, but I don't want to keep it too long. That's really the main highlights. And just remember one thing. You can go, you can collect information all over. You got all these different things. I can do this lick, that lick. But it's about connecting the information. And I'm just starting to understand that. So I hope this helps you. It took me a while to figure this one out. I dabbled at it, but now I'm really serious about it. So, because I want to get better on this instrument. And I'll tell you something, this is the most challenging. If you love guitar and want to learn it the right way, it's a very challenging instrument, especially when you're older. But that's something that's good. Instead of sitting and watching Netflix, I'd rather do this anyway. I used to be an avid golfer. I don't play golf anymore. I was a fanatic. So this is good. Use your brain, your dexterity, and you've got to attack it in the right way. And I'm giving a shout out to my friends because, believe it or not, they don't even know it, but they help me a lot. So maybe if I get some more ideas, I'm sure I'm going to get off and forget about something I said, but this is already too long of a video. So I'll talk to you guys later. So just remember, strum and become a bum. Strum and become a bum. That'll be a new song. Strumming away a bum. That's just like a woman. I stole the melody. Anyway, see you later.